Nicholas, the only king of Montenegro, was known as the father-in-law of Europe for the royal marriages of his many children. He was a member of the house of Petrovic-Negegos, who had ruled Montenegro as prince-bishop since 1697. The first Prince-Bishop Danilo established the enduring alliance with Russia against the Ottoman Turks. He issued the infamous extermination of the Turkicides decree and is buried on Orlos Kris, or Eagle's Rock Mountain. Prince Bishop Peter II was born on November 13, 1813, in the small town of Nijgusi. His birthday is still a holiday in Montenegro. He wrote the famous poem Gorski Vijenek, or The Mountain Wreath. In 1838, he started building Bulgarda Palace, which is named for the billiard table in its main room. Today, it's a museum. Peter II was buried in the Mausoleum of Nijos, atop Mount Lavkan. He was succeeded by his nephew Danilo, who declared himself a secular prince in 1852. He was assassinated in 1860 while boarding a ship at Qatar and was buried at Centage Monastery. He was succeeded by his nephew Nicholas, who built a palace named after himself, which is today a museum. From 1852 to 1878, Montenegro fought 3 wars against the Ottoman Empire with Russian assistance. By the Treaty of Berlin, which ended the war, Montenegro achieved independence on July 13, 1878, a holiday in the country today. In 1906, Nicholas introduced the country's currency, the purper, and was the last monarch in Europe to grant a constitution. In 1910, the 50th year of his reign, he declared his principality to be a kingdom. During World War I, he sided with the Allies alongside his sons-in-law, King Peter I of Serbia and Victor Emmanuel III of Italy. Nicholas died in 1921 and was buried in the court church where he and his children Anna, Danilo, and Mirko had all been married. His daughters Zorka, Malika, Anastasia, and Elena all married abroad. In 1883, his eldest daughter Zorka married Peter, who would become king of Serbia after her death in childbirth. They had 3 children, Crown Prince George, Grand Duchess Helen of Russia, and Alexander, the first king of Yugoslavia, who annexed Montenegro from his grandfather in 1918. King Nicholas's daughters Malika and Anastasia married brothers, Grand Dukes Nicholas and Peter, in 1889 and 1907 respectively. Russia had helped Montenegro gain its independence, so royal marriages between the 2 Orthodox families made complete sense. The sisters were known for their mysticism and were responsible for introducing Rasputin to Empress Alexandra, with disastrous results. In 1896, another daughter, Elena, married Victor Emmanuel III, King of Italy from 1900 to 1946. They had 5 children, including King Umberto II of Italy and Queen Giovanna of Bulgaria, ancestors of the current pretenders to those thrones. In 1941, Montenegro was briefly conquered by Italy, and Queen Elena unsuccessfully lobbied Mussolini for Montenegro's independence. In 1897, her sister Anna married Prince Franz Joseph of Battenberg, a brother of Prince Alexander of Bulgaria. Their marriage was childless. In 1899, her brother, Crown Prince Danilo, married Duchess Jutta of Mecklenburg-Strelitz. This marriage was also childless. Their Blue Palace in Centage is today the residence of the President of Montenegro. In 1902, Danilo's brother Mirko married Natalia Konstantinovich, an aunt of King Alexander I of Serbia, whom Mirko unsuccessfully tried to succeed. Their son Michael was imprisoned by the Nazis for refusing to establish a Montenegrin puppet state during World War II. His son Nicholas was born in France, but has returned to Montenegro as the current pretender to the throne. Nicholas, the only king of Montenegro, was known as the father-in-law of Europe for the royal marriages of his many children, making him the ancestor of pretenders to the thrones of Serbia, Italy, Bulgaria, and Montenegro. The billiard and King Nicholas palaces he and his family lived in Centage are today museums.